Okay, so H1B visa from the United States, they have increased the limit. Earlier it was $1,000 or $2,000. I don't remember. I believe $1,000 was the visa processing fee for the H1 visa. Anyone wants to work in America. Anyone wants to work in America for 6 months, I believe. No, no, it was for 3 years, I think. H1B visa was for 3 years, I think. If someone wants to work in America for 3 years, he has to take H1B visa. It can be extended to next 3 years. I'm not sure about it, but it was something like that. There are many kind of visa that United States release. One is tourist visa, if someone wants to go on tourism. One is one is, I believe, EB5 visa. If someone want to do trade with America business, then EB visa, okay, economy visa or something like that. Someone can go on medical visa. Someone can go and study out there on F1 visa, that is a student visa. If someone wants to study work out there, getting salary in some company, then company generally they sponsor them. If I am an employee, I apply for American company online or somewhere. They take my interview and everything, and if they like me to come to United States, then they would sponsor my H1B visa, and cost to that is $1,000 earlier. That was very high amount, $1,000 they were charging. That company generally used to pay, and then with that visa, I can go there and work for 3 years, and then it can be extended to 3 more years or something like that. Tons and tons of people from TCS, Wipro, Infosys, Cognizant, these company in India, they work for American companies. So they first they hire people and they keep on bench or somewhere, and they ask for the interview. Okay, if I am getting selected in any Indian company, then after that I will have client interview. Means because they have tie up with many clients in America, they will take my interview, and once I clear any particular client, then the company through which I have gone, they Indian company, they will sponsor me H1B visa. They will apply there, or indirectly, directly that company, the company who has hired, they will pay for the visa or whatsoever. Then I'll go as an employee of Indian company only, but I'll work at their site through work permit. This is one way. Another way is I apply directly online to American company itself, and they will sponsor the visa. Or in Indian companies are there in India like TCS, I go there, get selected in their company. Since they do not have their own work, they will place me against the interview with the client, and once I'm getting selected, they will charge their client, and they will apply for the visa, and then I can get. There are many American companies in India like Microsoft and these, they also send employees to the America at their site with H1B visa. This is the third way. First, American company itself, they don't have branch in India. I apply online, and then they sponsor and I go there. Indian company, they work for American company. They hire as an Indian employee, and they schedule the interview with their client in America. And then once I get selected, then they will sponsor the, or American company who have the branch in India like Microsoft, and these companies, they will send me there to Microsoft offices only. Okay, through H1B visa. Fourth thing is, Indian students who are studying in America, once they are pass out from the university, through F1 visa they go to the America. Okay, around 1.5 lakh students, they go to America to study every year. 1.5 lakh. Around 3 lakhs, 3.5 lakh students, 3 lakhs, around 3 lakh students are present at a moment in America. Indian students, because they once they comes out, then they are no more a student. But at a moment, more than 3 lakhs, 300,000 students are available in America from India at a moment. Around 1.5 lakh, they go every year. They once they come out of the university, they apply for the job. Once they get the job, then employer apply for H1 visa, work permit visa for that student. And then once they receive that he can work there as an as a work permit. Later he applied for green card or something like that. This is the fourth way. So fourth way, Indian people are going to America. One applying directly there. I'm working here somewhere. I apply for American company. I get it through. They sponsor H1 visa. I go there. Indian company hire me and they schedule interview with any American company. I will be employee of Indian company. I'll go and work at the American company's site. Indian company will give me salary. They take money from them and they cut some money and they give to me. Okay, now Indian company apply for the H1B visa. Or American company, they have branch in India like Microsoft. I go and get selected in Microsoft. I work in Indian branch only, but they feel he will be very good if he work in America. They apply for the H1 visa, and there I will also go and work at Microsoft site only. Third way, fourth way, I go to study America University. I study there, and they I get hired in some companies out there, and they apply for the H1 visa. Okay, now Donald Trump, I believe 2 months back, he made a rule and regulation that now that the H1 visa cost will not be $1,000, it will be $100,000. They increased it by 100 times. $100,000 may not be salary of one employee in 1 year, and that will get renewed every year. That $100,000 visa fee for H1B visa, work permit visa, is for 1 year only. Next year, I don't know what, no one knows what would happen. There is no clarity over it. So anyone is applying for H1B visa, then he has to pay $100,000. Now effect is coming. Now around 2 months are over, and effect of new visa rule is coming now. What is the effect that I'll read it through? I have documentation on this, and this is very threatening now. First threatening is there is no visa fee increment in student visa. If students are going to America to study in America, there is no hike in student visa. Still, in first 8 months of 8 months of the 8 months of October 2025, primarily in last 2 months, there is a full. If I take 2025 data, then around 45% decline is being seen in number of Indian students going to stay in America. Means if every year 1,50,000 or 150,000 students were going to study in America, in 2025 probably less than 75,000 students will only go to study in America, and it is it is decreasing exponentially after the H1B visa fee rise. Anyway, what are the other scenario that we will talk? Okay, $100,000 is H1B visa rate now. Anyway, if some student is applying, if someone is studying in America and he is applying for the job, employer has to sponsor the H1B visa. Now they are saying no international candidate, please. No international candidate, please. Earlier, if the intake in the American company, intake of the foreign student means if they are hiring 100 employees, and out of that they were hiring earlier in 2020 to 10.9 student employees from outside, means 11 out of 100, 11 they were hiring from outside, means they were sponsoring the visa more or less. If the employer in America, if they are hiring 100 employees, then 11 they were sponsoring H1 visa. Either they can be a student from the American university or they are from outsider. In 2023, it has reduced to 1.9%. More or less, companies are, if someone is exemplary, someone is exceptionally brilliant, then only they are taking. That is 1.9% only. Means out of 100 employees, they are taking only two, they are taking or they are sponsoring H1B visa. Earlier, 11 they were sponsoring H1B visa. So sponsorship of H1B visa is is drastically has drastically reduced in 2025. Anyway, how many students are living in America right now? From India, I believe altogether around 3.5 students are there in America. But it is being cited that from Indian perspective, 1.1 million Indians, that will come at 11 lakhs. Okay, 1.1 million students or whatsoever, they are in seek of someone who would sponsor their H1B visa. This is a pathetic condition of Indians in America. They are looking for the job, and then employers should sponsor their H1B visa. Employers are running away with $100,000 cost. Anyway, now there is a Manhattan Institute. This is a survey institute. They do the survey of America. So they are saying that actually this is not good for American economy itself. If Indian students or foreign students are being sidelined in getting job in America when they are here to study from India and China, maximum students go and study out there. If they are sidelining Indian and Chinese, it is hampering the American economy only. As per the Manhattan Institute survey, they are saying one Indian employee, if any company is hiring one Indian employee, he is contributing $1.6 million in reducing the debt of America. America has $36 trillion or $38 trillion as net debt. If one Indian is getting hired, it reduces the national debt by $1.6 million. If one Chinese is hired, then he is reducing the American debt by $800,000. That will come as $0.8 million. So it is always beneficiary for the American government to allow Indian or Chinese student to get job out there. So this high visa fee for $100,000, America is losing $1.6 million against Indian students and $800,000 against Chinese students. This is what Manhattan Institute of Survey they are saying about it. Anyway, if I talk about the H1B visa, how many people how many people are getting H1B visa in 2024? 2024, the H1B visa sponsorship for the Indian students in America. The Indian students who are studying in America in 2024, the number of students who got H1B visa sponsorship in America, from India it was the highest. 283,000 students they got H1B visa sponsorship in 2024. Okay, 46, 283,000 Indian students got H1B visa sponsorship in America in 2024. 46,000 from China. Just see that how much India is dependent upon America. This is what I am saying. Philippines 52,000, Canada 44,000, South Korea 3,800, Mexico 3,300, Taiwan 3,000, Pakistan 3,052, Brazil 22,638, and Nigeria 2,273 students. They had got H1B visa sponsorship in 2024. Anyway, how many Indian H1B visa holder are right now living in America? More than 500,000 H1B visa holders are living in America. Now, looking at the plight on the students in America who already have a student visa, now Donald Trump has little bit exempted on them. So, students who are already studying in America prior to this new rule had come $100,000, they can get H1B visa with the older rate only. New rate is not applied to them if they entered America prior to the new rate rule. Still employers are not hiring, because if they hire Indian students who are studying in the university, then they will study for 9 months more, because this is called campus interview. And once they complete their study and they go join there, it will be 9 months period. And then at that time, what will happen? If they hire them, then they have to give the job. Otherwise, they will come in a different kind of problem. They will come to legal lawsuit, legal suit. So if they gave them offer letter and after 9 months there is no certainty what will happen to the new rule and regulation. In that manner, they are not offering still, even though if they offer them and they apply for the visa sponsorship, it will cost only 1,000 because they entered America prior to that only. Still, they are not offering. Anyway, that is the situation. Now the okay, in last 8 months 2025, 44.5% decrement is seen in students going to the America. This is the effect of 2 months old H1B visa. I believe that was in effect from the 1st of October, this is what I remember, or 1st of September, I don't remember, 1 or 2 months back. And effect is going out, not only Indian people are getting not job out there, students are also not going to the America. I believe for current time it is bad for India, but it will bring good for India. Student, good people would stay back in India and they will think about uplifting the India as a country, not going there and working for America. In 2005, I believe George Bush Jr. as a president, he had thought about this work permit sponsorship, where Indian people would go there and they would boost the American economy, and they boosted it. But Donald Trump is seeing everything from opposite direction. How much money I am giving, how much work he is doing, how much profit I am getting through him, that does not matter. How much money we are paying to him, that this is the point he is focusing on. And everything has gone other way. Prior to Donald Trump's 47th tenure as president, scenario was Indians are working for America. Now America is paying to Indians. America is taking care of Indian economy. Everything has exactly become opposite. Earlier, India was doing favor to America when Indians were working to them. Now, America is doing favor to India when America is paying to India. It's a right time for Indians to stand and they work for their own country.